Hi everyone, welcome to a new devlog on Hopper, my 2D precision platformer. So it's been a while. I had to take a few weeks off from game dev, but I'm back now and I'm ready to show some new assets for the game. So the first thing I wanted to do was to give Ribbet a falling animation. I would find before that when he jumped into a wall he would just slide down it, and I wanted to actually have him get knocked back and fall into the ground. So I drew a new falling animation for him and tried it out. I think this looks a lot better. I think it makes falling into the water a lot more humorous. Now, you're probably thinking, who's that orange creature in the background? For now, his name is Gecko, mainly because I can't think of a better name for him, and his purpose is to laugh at you whenever you mess up your jumps. So I don't currently have an audio for Gecko's laugh at the moment. I'm just using a laugh from Tom and Jerry as a placeholder. I actually attempted recording a Gecko laugh, but it's surprisingly hard. He will be scattered throughout the level, particularly in hard areas with difficult jumps. And when you mess up your jump, he will laugh at you. And because of this, essentially wind up the player, just to annoy them a little bit, and provide a little bit more fun to the game. He will also play a larger role in the story. So, what we know so far about Gecko is that he enjoys laughing at Ribbet. But I guess I wanted a scene where Gecko sees one of the froglets and realises that Ribbet is actually searching for his family. I wanted him to go up into the tree and shake something down from the branches. It could be a piece of branch, it could be anything really. Anything that would help Ribbet reach the froglet. Now, Gecko still wants to laugh at Ribbet. He doesn't really like him, to be honest. But now, if Ribbet's struggling, he may help him because he feels like he should, even begrudgingly. And I've somehow got to convey all this without any dialogue, which is an interesting challenge. The next stage of development was to begin making a boss. This was partially inspired by The Boy and the Heron, which is a recent Studio Ghibli movie. Instead of a grey heron like in the film, I wanted its more handsome cousin, the purple heron. By the way, all the backgrounds in the following scenes are just assets I've thrown together. It will look a lot different in the final product, but you should get an idea of what I'm going for. So this is the heron boss. If we wait a second, we'll see Ribbet get jabbed by the heron. The warning cue is the shadow being formed on Ribbet and the platform that he's on. So the trick is, once the shadow begins forming, you jump out of the way, and you want to find a harder surface like the ground platform here, so when the heron jabs at it, it will injure itself. Now, this is quite a straightforward way of defeating the boss, so I decided to add a heron leg.
Perfect KO!
The leg stays there for 5 to 10 seconds, and in the meantime, Ribbet has to continue dodging the heron jabs. I do have some other ideas to keep the boss interesting, and I'll need to test them in the future. If you do have any ideas though, please write them in the comment section. At the last stage of the boss fight, Gecko jumps in and saves the day, giving Ribbet time to hop away and escape with the froglets. Later on, after they escape, they come across the gecko, who is now injured and in need of shelter. Their journey back home may have to wait for now. During this section, I wanted there to be a storm, I wanted some rain and giving a sense of urgency. They eventually find a hole in one of the trees and decide to stay there for the night, giving Gecko some company. But once they wake up in the morning, they find Gecko is gone. So that's the end of the update. Next I'll be concentrating more on level design, and I might have to go back to greyboxing again and actually try to build a level. But I've been enjoying doing this story element, and designing more characters and bosses is creating a lot of character for the game. But for now, thank you for watching.